15 years ago, the first season of Ninjago was released. With every season, LEGO released mini sets that also contained a lot of the characters from the show. But not all characters got a minifigure. So to celebrate Ninjago's anniversary, LEGO not only released many anniversary sets, but also 7 exclusive minifigures at the Build a Minifigure station in the LEGO stores. Those minifigures represent characters from throughout Ninjago's history that have never been officially made or are remakes of old classics in new design. Unlike the Fortnite skins from last December, these minifigures are a lot wider available and not as limited. I have seen that some stores got extra sections to piece the minifigures together easier, but in my store they were just mixed with all the other parts. This made it quite hard to find all the pieces, especially the small ones like the Oni headpiece. If you were to buy each of the figures individually, it would cost you €3.49 per figure, for a total of €24.43 for all 7. But if you buy them all at once, you can use the 3 figures for $7.99 deal twice to only pay $19.47 total or $2.78 per minifigure, which is an absolutely reasonable price in my opinion. But now it's time to take a closer look at all the minifigures. Let's start with the weakest figure in my opinion, and that is the young Lloyd. He is the only minifigure that got no exclusive parts, so all his parts are available in current or older Ninjago sets. I still think it is quite a good idea to make this minifigure, because we've never gotten a young Lloyd in the full ninja suit before. The only ninja young Lloyd we had before was from the Ninjago City Gardens, where he had his hair instead of the hood. But he also used the same headpiece there. I think the slingshot for his accessory is a perfect choice, because as a kid he always caused trouble and I think it fits him really well. But overall it's a pretty basic minifigure with no really exciting parts to it. Let's continue with another young character, and that is the young Sora in her Imperium outfit. The minifigure itself might not be too interesting, but the exclusive torso print that she got has great potential to be used on other Imperium civilians, as it's a pretty generic torso and the first time we've gotten a civilian version of it. Other than that, she got just some standard short legs, her normal hairpiece, and a double-sided face with a happy and a surprised expression on the other side. The accessory she got is a wrench that fits her really well, since she got a lot to do with mechanics. Now let's get to the final kid minifigure, and that is young Arin. He got his normal hairpiece and some standard middle blue legs, and the face he uses is a generic city one, which fits him surprisingly well. The exclusive part that he got is his torso that shows his hoodie print, which is a bit basic in my opinion and has very little detail. Additionally, he's missing the hood piece that he wears in the show. For his accessory he got a cake, which is really fitting for him. The only minifigure with 2 exclusive parts here is Nia. She is also the only one that has a leg printing. The printing on legs and torso is the same one as the current legacy version that appears in the Old Town and the Weapons Blacksmith. It's just printed in a different color. Even though the legs are printed light on dark, it looks surprisingly well and there are no problems with the colors. The headpiece and hair are also taken from the legacy version. This version from Nia is from season 10, the only season of the show, which we never got as a minifigure until now. The only issue I got with this minifigure is with the accessory. A katana is just really basic, and we will have this problem with some of the other minifigures as well. But the minifigure itself is probably my favorite of the 7. Another minifigure that we've never gotten before is Oni Mystake. While we've already gotten the normal version of her multiple times, the newest in the Old Town, we've never gotten the Oni version. This is also the only minifigure where the exclusive piece is the head and not the torso, because the torso and legs are just taken from Legacy Garmadon, which makes them slightly inaccurate. But the headpiece I think is perfectly accurate. There's no printing on the back, but I think that's alright, because the front printing is really detailed. For the horns she just got the small horns that are often used in Marvel superhero sets. For the accessory she got a katana as well, and there I have the same problem I had with Nia. A katana is just really generic, but at least all the minifigures got different colors of katanas. Next we got another favorite of mine, and that is the one and only brown ninja Dareth. It has been a while since we've gotten the brown ninja version of him, and these are actually quite expensive minifigures, costing you between 25 and 30 euros for their original. The exclusive torso print that he got is just a slight update from the original versions, but I think it looks really good and fits him really well. The head and hairpiece are from the bartender version from the Ninjago City markets. And for the accessory he got probably the most fitting one of them all, a trophy which shows what a great fighter he is. And the final minifigure from this wave is another one we have not gotten in a long time. I know what you're thinking, there are currently Pixal minifigures on shelves right now, but those are just the Samurai X versions. This is a more casual Pixal, which is technically not totally canon since she never wore this outfit. It is kind of a mix from the rebooted version with some extra Samurai X prints on it. The head and hairpiece are of course the current version that is also available in sets right now. It is definitely great to get her here at such a cheap price point, because not only is the original version quite expensive nowadays, the newest Dragon's Rising version is also not cheap since it only appears in bigger sets, so if you haven't gotten the hair or headpiece yet, this is probably your best option. For the accessory I don't think I have to say much about it, at least it's a neon katana instead of a standard one, but still a wasted opportunity in my opinion. So what can we say about these minifigures in conclusion, and are they worth buying? I think all of these minifigures look amazing, and it's great to get some minifigures that we would have otherwise never gotten in regular sets. The only things I have to criticize here are Lloyd and the large amount of katanas. Young Lloyd could have easily be part of a legacy set to free up a spot for a more desirable character, but on the other hand there were no more exclusive pieces left anyways, so they were really limited there. And just getting a ninja is probably great for the kids, so I won't complain too much. The katanas are really basic and not creative, but overall the lineup is amazing and you get them at a really reasonable price. So it's great for both collectors and kids, and I would definitely recommend picking them up if you haven't already. And until then, have a great day.